What's the specific about how we label a tree as disease and evaluate the threats of that particular tree? Can you tell us just a little bit about that, please, Diana?
We don't fell trees until they are well advanced with disease or decay. If you look at the trees on Jesus Green, there is a chestnut tree on the avenue close to the bridge. 40% of that canopy is dead. We will remove that dead wood so that it doesn't fall on the footpath or on anybody using the green. We have no intention of removing the tree. Its decline is terminal. There is nothing we can do to renew its health. Usually when trees become diseased, they generally don't recover. They're not like people. Their cells do not renew. And we go into great lengths to check their state of decay. We monitor their progress because we look at trees regularly every 3 years to see how they're doing. And we monitor the changes and the fungal growths and the decay and the dieback in the canopies, which indicate to us that there's a problem. We have a piece of equipment called a picus, which will give us ultrasound readings of the internal structures of trees, and that will tell us again what the timber strengths are and what's happening to the tree internally, and that also informs our decisions. We will take up what we call pressure calls from inside those trees that we think we are going to condemn, just to check finally that everything is beyond repair and the tree is likely to fail. So we don't fell trees without due care and attention, and we only fell them when they're virtually dead or when they pose a threat to the public. Trees that are diseased and dying in places where it doesn't matter, where they don't pose a threat, we leave them alone. They're very good habitat. If you have a look at Cofen, Sheep's Green, there are plenty of trees on those open spaces that are decaying, they're falling apart, we leave them there, we don't take them away. We veterinize the willows and we keep them going as long as we possibly can. That answers that one.
Thank you. I think the lady just wants to come back very briefly, please.
I would like to come back because it doesn't answer that one.
It doesn't answer that one at all, and I think that answers that one is not really an appropriate response. First of all, I can give you at least one concrete example of a tree which was felled because it was called disease and was certainly not in the terminal stages of decay. It was a beautiful cherry tree in full blossom outside Mayfield Primary School this spring. It was a beautiful tree, there was nothing visibly wrong with it. It had a notice posted on it that said disease, and it was cut down while it was in full blossom. Some of the children were very distressed. Secondly, the lady stated that diseased trees do not recover. Diseased trees do recover. In Switzerland 10 years ago, the sweet chestnut trees were all struck with a disease from Canada. They were suffering, the people of Switzerland tried to cut down all the trees, they simply couldn't do it, there were too many, and so they had to leave diseased trees standing. What they have now, 10 years later, is a healthy population of disease-resistant sweet chestnut trees. The trees did recover, they developed their own immunity, they sorted out their own affairs, and the sweet chestnut trees in Switzerland survived. Some of the facts in the lady's response were not accurate. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Let's progress